The San Juan Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, the starters have changed here for the CAPITAL1 Solar Spiker. Also here for the Farm Fresh Foxies, it's Meneses, Cruz, Tubu, Robbins Hardy, Molina, De La Cruz, and Villa General. Now, the storyline motivated after missed opportunities. Farm Fresh, on the other hand, confident after back-to-back wins, but as of the moment, they're trying to change everything here.
Impressive individual performances, but the other players really have to step up. They can't be over-dependent on the production of Bella. That's a good start. They got an ace earlier.
Do the same. Back to you guys. Thank you very much, Sam Corrales, for that report. And again, they will do everything in their hands to stop Micaela Belen and her squad. Just in the likes of Cruz getting that point for Farm Fresh. Trisha Tubu, three-time best opposite spiker. Jas Nabor will choose Sydney again, cross court. Read up by Ces Molina. Now from the pipe. Maybe unsavable for Roma de Romal. Lohi Robbins Hardy setting it up for Trisha Tubu. Received by Adorador. Sydney again, cross court. Still read by Ces. Another one from Jelena. Gets that one with that dump. Now, Neil, you've noticed that Coach Jorge De Brito is indeed changing it up for CAPITAL1. Nabor is evenly distributing the ball to all the players. We've been seeing Niegos and now Pauline. And with that also Shaya. So how important is this even ball distribution for the
to help her team? Pero this is a team sport. You really cannot have one player score most of the attack points if you want to get a win against these top teams.
We see it right now, PVL fans. Both teams heavily prepared on studying each other. It's an exchange of points. Now we have Trisha Tubu for Farm Fresh. You're tied at 12 here for set number 1. Nunag with a single point given her slide. Tubu again, choosing power. Back set to De La Cruz. Pop it up. Another pass. Chance here again for Jelena. Second attempt. Still doesn't get it. Nabor to Belen. Oh. Long rally alert here. Tubu gets that one in that empty campfire. We have Rachel Hervina as our libero right now for CAPITAL1. Robbins Hardy. Ooh, with a slide. Cruz gets that one for Farm Fresh. Truly, they recalibrated from their last match. They want to break through their back-to-back losses. Ces Molina gets that one for the Foxies. For Shaya here. Robbins Hardy to Riri Meneses for that quick of a point. They press the button. They are going to call a challenge. And if they're not, it's going to be canceled and it's not going to be granted. And with that, as quickly as possible, Pauline Gaston gets her third point here for the CAPITAL1.
Giving Bella Belen too many sets, but when it comes to the final moments of a frame, you have to give her touches.
Because indeed, she wants that end game, not just for the entire match, but for every set. Now it's given to Micaela. Louis reads that. Bat for the kill. Nabor was there. Duramal will pop it up high for Micaela again. Cross court. Another chance here for Pat. Sealing things through here. Now at set point. Again, they're determined to change things here. They change their fates at the PVL. Tobino says not yet. Second set point here. What a serve. Tolenada. Leila Cruz. Ball it up again. Second attempt. And there you have it. Well-earned set win. That is indeed response and maturity coming from the Solar Spikers. Again, they were scoring more in terms of attacks, 18 in comparison to 15. Robin's Hardy to Tubo. Redemption at the very first point here for set number 2.
Want another strong start, your Farm Fresh, because they were able to build a 2-point lead, 3-point lead for Farm Fresh. That's why they're number 2 in the blocking category.
Adorador for that kill. Gets it down the line for Shice. This is what they want to contribute to the team. It's not just, of course, the power, because they've got powerful young guns, but it's the wisdom and also leading by example. Tubu is set up here. But again, Adorador and Nunag, they're gaining it up.
That in that last match, it was evident na kulang pa rin talaga sila ng panapos. But before coming out today, Roma urged all of her teammates to have that killer instinct and sense of urgency.
There's an incentive waiting for the top 4 after the preliminary round. So teams are really pushing hard to get into that Final 4 picture. Niegos will score. Back quick.
Nabor for Adorador, cross court. Saved, chance here for Ses. Blocked. Another one here, Riri. Still alive, long rally alert. Molina for the kill. Belen was there. Nabor now to Niegos. Still playable, chance for Tubu. What a pass by Jasmine Nabor. Ooh, still alive. That's what we love about the PVL. And there you have it. Nunag with that hard-earned point.
Hindi ka pa nahahawakan ng blockers ng CAPITAL1. Keep on putting pressure by going to those powerful hits.
Adorador tried to answer back. Robin's Hardy to Tubo again. Wanting that back-to-back points. Tobino for the second attempt here. Still blocked. That's going to be back-to-back points here from Cherry Nunag. Corner pocket finally secured for Tobino. Let's see if CAPITAL1 can answer back. And as easy as that, sasagot. It's just all about power. She's using her smarts and, of course, her versatility all around the court here for CAPITAL1. That's right on the line for Pauline Gaston. 14 serving 17. Robin's Hardy will choose Molina. Cross court. Up by Belen. Chance here for Adorador. Still alive. Second attempt. Shaya. Nobody was there for zone 1. Nabor will choose Nunag with that slide.
The same place.
Get one under their name. And if they do, we're going to have an extended match altogether. Ooh, look at that power coming from Shaya Adorador. Now on her 7th point, she's the second leading scorer. Again, just like what their captain said, Roma seeking killer instinct, more confidence, more fearlessness. Nabor will choose Micaela. Pop it up high. Tobino will try. Nabor will choose Belen again. Gonna be unsavable on the side of Farm Fresh.
That is going to be the challenge for the Solar Spikers.
Farm Fresh Foxies at an advantage here, but Belen will try and stop things. Gets it. Team captain serving here for the Foxies. Nabor to Belen, cross. Romero will pop it up high here for Galang. Saved by Genesis, another one for Belen. Communication is steady here. But that's gonna be out. But you can see her right away here. Nabor reverse set to Niegos. Can they halt the Foxies? Romero to Galang once again. Delivering that final point for Farm Fresh. Welcome, Ara Galang, to set number 2. And she ends it right then and there. For this first game in your Thursday doubleheader, Nabor on deck. Molina for that kill, cross court. Nobody home for Capital One.
10 points for Ces Molina, second player in double digits, because the blockers were already looking at Bella Belen.
Robbins Hardy reverse set here. But they're gonna pass it to Capital One. Nabor will choose Belen. It's all converted into points.
She also got that delay from the block of Capital One.
Nabor to Nunag with that slide. Chance here again for Belen. Tobino reads that one. Reverse set to Cruz. Doromal will pop it up high. Nabor, broken play, chance here for Adorador. She gets that one.
It wasn't the strongest of hits from Capital One.
14 points already powered up by Tubu, followed by 12 of Molina. Now Cruz with 7. Nabor will choose Shaya. They're contesting that it was out.
Errors will always be part of volleyball players' games. It's just that you have to be able to recover quickly when you commit those errors so that you can regain.
Second in blocking as of the moment, and first in offense. Chance, Farm Fresh. Tubu, Doromal was there. Nabor will choose Niegos. Blocked by Molina. But that's gonna be a point for Capital One.
Playing for Capital One, sino yung magiging go-to scorer ni Jazz Nabor?
Who will be the steady anchor here? Niegos will be given one. If there was a campfire. And we are yet to see more action coming from Ish Genesis. And a ball hasn't been set yet to Franz Ronquillo. So let's wait for that one. Tobino cross. Nabor will set it up high now for France. Chance here for Molina from the pipe. Another chance here for the Solar Spikers and the likes of Niegos. Long rally alert. Put it up high. Nabor to Sydney again. Blocked. Who will end this rally? Let's take a look. Robbins Hardy to Tobino again. Nabor is still there, present. Floor defense on cue. Niegos is celebrating on the floor. She's always the one ending these long rallies.
For Coach Koji.
Another donut hole there on the side of Farm Fresh.
To deliver that finishing kick for Farm Fresh.
Right on that, tension may be brewing, but they're all light as feathers. Belen will pass it over to the other side. Romero will choose Molina. Pinayong, Cruz. The height was used and her IQ. 22 points. Will it be 23? Again for Farm Fresh, it's 18 points for Tubu. 14. Romero will choose Galang. That's out. We're tied at 23 all. Robbins Hardy will choose Molina again. And take a look at that power coming from Niegos on fire here for Capital One as well. Capital One at set point. Robbins Hardy will choose Molina. Picked up by Belen. Nabor now to Adorador. Blocked by Turing. Chance here for the Foxies. It's Tubu! Another extended match, PVL fans. We give this to you as a gift this Thursday. Nabor to Niegos. Oh! Right on the money! De Guzman now here to serve for the Foxies. Doromal, Nabor, Belen. There you have it, Cruz protecting. Clemente de Guzman serving. Doromal, Nabor. Now a different one at that. It was Doromal, Nabor, Belen. Now it's Doromal, Nabor, Gaston.
To get a quick point.
Extended to 28. Robbins Hardy. If you're watching on the screens, you're gonna be left aghast there. with that smile of Bella Belen as she single-handedly blocked Tubu. Ball is kept in play here. Niegos for the kill! Take a look at that. Sydney Niegos on fire like a ray of sun here for the Capital One Solar Spikers. Please give a round of applause to her. Ball out there for Shaya Dorador. Errors have to be swept up clean now, as these are the crucial parts of the match. Ooh, what a great save coming from La Rosa. That was supposed to be Gaston's point. Robbins Hardy to Tobino. Sharp angle. She got it. The perfect setup for her.
They're not that bothered of the 2-1 lead because Farm Fresh knows that they have all the tools. They have to be aggressive in attacking and defense. They can't give away a lot of free points to Farm Fresh.
You see Nabor activating the middles. Tobino read that one. That possible 1-2 attempt by Nabor. We have a storyline from Sam Corrales. Work with this one, but let's take a look at how Farm Fresh can protect this cushion. 16 points, 14 attacks. Long rally alert. Adorador dumps it. Gets that one for Capital One. Let's see if Tolenada can change things up. Robbins Hardy. Tobino. Pop it up high now for Ronquillo. Cross court. Tobino still there. Reverse set. Will Tubu get this? What a save there. General. Pop it up high for Trisha again. Second attempt. That's going to be a solid block point.
They needed that point. That's a perfect pass though for the Foxies.
Props to Corvina being all over the floor here for Capital One. Make that a 2-0 run for Capital One. The Solar Spikers as they want to close this down in 4 sets. Robbins Hardy to Tubu. Saved by Corvina. Ronquillo again. I told you, Neil. Another instrument here for the Capital One Solar Spikers. Gaston fires it up. Galang is set up. Contained. Cruz will pop it up. Ara again. What a save by Doromal. Chance here for Ronquillo. Gonna get it. Imagine having fresh legs. Farm Fresh captain. 17 serving 14. Tolenada reverse set to Niegos. Will this work? Nice check off the block. Challenge for a long time. Yeah, a 4-point deficit as of the moment. To recap you, Romero will pop it up high for Morlina. All power. Will that be checked? Celebrating that attack point coming from Mylene Paat, followed by that ace from Riza Cruz. Farm Fresh is on a run on their 20th marker. Micaela Belen will try to put a stop to this.
She was still able to find zone 6.
Still, what a save by Belen. Tolenada will pass it over. Chance here for the Foxies and the likes of Molina. Timing. Franz Ronquillo. Galang. Put it over for Ses again. Saved by Hervina. Tolenada. From the pipe, Micaela Belen. Long rally alert. Will Pat end things through. Still saved by Micaela. Chance again for France. Right on the money. 5th point. Ses Molina also feisty here for the Foxies. Tolenada will choose Nunag. Aragalang read that. Belen will assist. Tolenada. Belen again. Depensa mo. Palo mo here for Capital One. You could reach 8 sets here with the double digits of all these players. Tolenada to Ronquillo again, cross court. La Rosa still present. Galang. Doromal will pop it up high. Assist Tolenada with Ronquillo again. Same pattern. Will they switch it up? Belen will pass it over. La Rosa will put it up high. Turing. Chance here for the Solar Spikers. And Gaston ends it.
Gamble dahil yung isa, one-on-one na lang.
Robbins Hardy reverse set to Tubu as quickly as possible. He's gonna redeem it. Score for Capital One. Let's take a look at this as they're reaching beyond. And here you see it. Yes, there was. Crucial as they're currently here at set point for the Farm Fresh Foxies. 26 points for Tubu. 19.
Meneses is back on the floor for the Foxies.
Niegos locks that one in. Conference high dito. Point will be awarded for the Capital One Solar Spikers. All these players blowing up in numbers. We do know the potential of these players, but it was actualized here in this 5th set game. That's going to be a block point again, single-handedly contained by Bella Belen. Let's take a look at this.
Another well-read offensive block for Bella Belen against Trisha Tubu. Mainit pa si Niegos. You have to really get more points.
You're right, Neil. Possibly a career high of 19 points as of the moment here. One for the history. But again, it's just another day.
19 points also for Ces Molina.
Robbins Hardy will put it up for Tobino. Sharper angle. Lower one at that. 2 serving 4. Pop it up high for Cindy Niegos again. Read by La Rosa. Robbins Hardy to Tobino. What a save. Team effort coming from Capital One. Meneses to Hardy. To Tubu. What a save by Nabor.
That she's being targeted by the servers. So itinataas niya so that she can get enough time to transition para makapag-approach. Trisha Tubu will officially...
The players on the other side of the court. It's all about the discipline here at the end of set 5.
Ball already hit the floor. It's going to be valid kills.
The 15. And it's an exchange of points from everybody here who's fired up like Aragalang.
Capital One, number 7 with 2 and 3.
Romero for Ces Molina. Heading that quick side out.
The latter part of the game or the set. That is very impressive.
Robbins Hardy to Molina yet again. Oh! That is the IQ that is needed. The veteran presence of Meneses. That is... PVL fans, Capital One 5 points away from grappling this entire match. But Ces Molina is saying not yet. There you have it. Touch and there was none.
The block touch. 2 points to win it all for the Solar Spikers. And nasakto din yung rotation nila.
Career high alongside Bella's 22. 12 serving 10. Robbins Hardy will now choose Tubu.
There was a check ball on...
And there was none.
Substitution. Aloy Robbins Hardy to choose an attacker right now. Overpass will give Capital One match point. Aggressive in offense.
Match point. Farm Fresh is eager to extend this match. Nabor will choose Belen for that closing finish. And as expected, but again, still celebrated.